So, Sally, please give her a lot of love. Thank you.
Thank you. So the NRA was founded in 1871 because Union soldiers had terrible aim and needed training. Actually, for most of its history, that was the NRA's purpose. They even supported the 1968 Gun Control Act. Then something happened in the 70s. Gun sales were in the decline in America, and gun manufacturers and dealers freaked out. So they decided they would take over the NRA and change its agenda. Since then, they have attacked gun control and inflated Second Amendment rights in order to create a more gun-happy culture in America. In other words, the NRA uses policy and law and all these things in order to make people like guns and think they need guns and buy more of them. The point is culture change. Conservatives use policy and law to achieve the broader goal of culture change. We do the opposite. So when broad cultural moments happen, even horrible ones, like Aurora, like Newtown, not to mention the thousands of black and brown kids who are killed in our cities every day, we on the left use these broad cultural moments to advance narrow policy goals. We've got it backwards, right? The fishhook should be, it's backwards, right? I'm asking you to fundamentally change the way you think about our goal as a progressive movement. Culture change is more important than policy change. Winning, really winning, is changing the cultural, political, economic, and social water in which we all swim to such a degree that our ideas, our vision, our values are the default. Now, passing laws, even electing leaders without culture change is actually a lot like sex without love. I'm not saying it doesn't feel good. It doesn't last long. This is actually, I'm loosely quoting Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I know you're not, that she said that, something like it. Anyway, this is Antonio Gramsci. He had this idea of cultural hegemony. And he said that the elites don't need to literally control us with force. They control us with ideas, right? They manipulate the dominant ideas and values of society to convince us that what's good for them, that's what good for the elites, we believe is good for us. We come to think that that's automatic, that that's natural and right, right? This idea of cultural hegemony doesn't have to be bad. The fact that gay rights are a seeming inevitability in America today, which even my colleagues Bill O'Reilly and Laura Ingraham now agree to, is largely because of culture change, not policy change. But that's the exception, it's not the norm. And the fact is that the overwhelming dominance of conservative cultural hegemony is nowhere more evident than centrist Democrats, and unfortunately, particularly President Obama, who embrace and regurgitate conservative idea after conservative idea and seem to enjoy doing it. It's like all the water is tainted with right-wing ideas. It didn't used to be this way, right? Our social movements of the past understood that our goal was culture change. The women's rights movement, the anti-war movement especially, yeah, they cared about laws, but what they really wanted to do was change society to be fundamentally less violent and more sexually liberated. But we've come to think that these cultural revolutions of the past are permanent. They're not, right? And we think, oh, I know, we're losing because the other side has better ground game or more money. No, we're losing because we're playing the wrong game. We're playing the wrong game. They play for big change, we play for little change. We play for short term, they play for long term. We need a massive mind shift on the part of the progressive left. This is a mind shift, pick a different one, right? To understand that our goal is culture change, our values of fairness and inclusion and opportunity for all being inherently and unquestionably shared by all. How would that change our organizing? Well, plenty. First of all, instead of picking issues based on what's the best technocratic solution, we would pick what's culturally sticky. It's a particular kind of wedge issue. This is a kitten and a wedge. I mean, it's really a pair of pumps, but, I had liberties. All right. Then, second, instead of diffusing our energy, we would all focus together on some of those sticky wedge issues, right? And our goal would be moving the needle of culture change, even if, or in fact, sometimes because we strategically lose, which means changing our definition of winning. Winning is not eking out political and electoral victories here and there. Winning is not having to fight anymore. Winning is our ideas, our values, our vision define the water in which everyone swims. And yeah, then we can pass all the awesome laws we want, and everyone swims happier and freer and further together. And fewer fish are shot by assault rifles. Thank you.
What?